Hi, I'm going to explain reciprocal action sentences, particularly in the passé composé where they're a little bit trickier. So, um, before you can really understand how a reciprocal action type of sentence works, there are a few things that you have to know. You have to be familiar with other pronominals with reflexive verbs. So, if you already know how to make sentences such as Je me brosse les dents or nous nous dépêchons. Okay. If you already know how to make this type of sentence, then you're on the right track as far as the present tense of the type of sentences that we'll be making. So, reciprocal action is when you have the action that's being performed by the subject. They are performing it on another person, but that person is performing the action back onto the speaker or the subject as well. Okay. So in Je me brosse les dents, I am brushing my own teeth. But in a reciprocal action sentence, even though the grammar is going to be just like reflexive verbs, it's going to be things like we're looking at each other, we're talking to each other, we are giving each other advice, we are saying hello to each other. It's basically in English where you would say each other. We're going to use this type of structure in French to relay that same idea. We're not going to use the words each other in our sentences. Okay. So, um, basically, any verb that two people could do to each other. So, regarder, voir, entendre, écouter, parler, écrire if you're writing each other letters, um, and a lot of other verbs as well. If you want to get more complicated, like give gifts, say hello, that kind of thing. But any verb that two people can do to each other can be used in this type of sentence, but you're going to then treat it as if it is reflexive. Grammatically, you're going to treat it as if it's reflexive. You're also going to have to pick the subject is going to have to be a plural subject because in order for two people to do it to each other, there have to be two people. So the plural subjects are going to be we see each other, we talk to each other, you, you two talk to each other. It can be they as in il plural or they as in el plural. So any of those four subject pronouns, and of course, you could use people's names in place of he, she, or they, or in place of il or el plural. But those are the options. So it has to be plural, or otherwise it's not reciprocal. All right. So the verbs that I want to use for this, I'm going to list some here. Voir means to see, entendre to hear, écouter is to listen. Regarder is to look at or watch. Um, you know what? I will also use suivre, which means to follow. Um, and what else? Those are good. Okay, and then I'm gonna make a separate list: parler, écrire, and téléphoner, which you'll see why I kind of separated those out in a little bit. So, um, reciprocal action, we see each other. We're going to use nous voyons. So I have conjugated the verb to match the subject nous, and I have used the reflexive pronoun nous to show that it's going in both directions. Okay. They see each other, ils se voient, right? If we're using the verb entendre, you hear each other, vous vous entendez. Okay. We're following each other. I guess that wouldn't come up very often, would it? But why not? Okay, we're following each other. Nous nous suivons. Okay, so um, that's the present tense. If you're familiar with present tense reflexives, no big deal. This is pretty easy. I will point out that if it's negative, it's going to be we don't see each other would be nous ne nous voyons pas. Reflexive pronoun, present tense conjugation between the ne pas sandwich. Nous ne nous voyons pas. All right. With all of that being said, what I really wanted to help you understand today is the passé composé of these, because That's just more complicated. Passé composé requires a helping verb and a past participle, and then we have those sticky agreement rules. So, um, helping verb. Which helping verb are we going to use? Well, just like every single reflexive verb, when you are doing reciprocal action, we're treating it like it's reflexive. So we will use être. You're going to use the conjugation of être, not avoir, as your helping verb, regardless of the verb. If it's reciprocal action, we're going to use être. So we saw each other would be nous nous sommes vus. Okay. Now, um, yeah, let me go ahead and do a couple more examples. Ils se sont regardés. Vous vous êtes écoutés. You listened to each other, right? They saw each other, they looked at each other. Okay. So in each of these cases, I have added an S. Why? Well, there's kind of two reasons, but I'm gonna go with this one. Because this reflexive pronoun is functioning in this case as a direct object. Now I have a direct object coming before a past participle. Whenever a direct object comes before the past participle, you have to make agreement between that direct object and the past participle. Okay? Easy enough? All right. Well, the reason I've segregated these verbs over here is that sometimes when we're using reflexive verbs or reciprocal action, that reflexive pronoun is not a direct object. It is an indirect object. They look exactly the same. The words me, te, nous, vous, and ce, they all function as both direct objects and indirect objects. They do both jobs. So when you see a sentence that says nous, nous sommes, past participle, you don't know whether the second word nous is direct or indirect unless you're familiar enough with the verb to know whether it takes direct objects or it takes indirect objects. So in my current unit, the way I'm approaching this with my students is, look, these three, they take indirect objects, and we can kind of leave it alone for now. But just do want you to understand the general rule that, you need to know whether a verb takes the direct object or takes an indirect object, when it comes to people. So, if you said nous nous sommes parlé, well, if it was written differently, if it was I'm talking to Sophia, je parle à Sophia, you would say à Sophia. Well, à plus people, that's indirect objects, not direct objects. Therefore, the word nous in this sentence is an indirect object pronoun, not a direct object pronoun. Therefore, we will not make any agreement. Okay? All right, so let's look at téléphoner. Same thing. They called each other. Ils se sont téléphonés. I would say je téléphone à Sophia, and therefore it takes an indirect object. So the se is an indirect object pronoun. Therefore, I'm not making agreement there. Okay. Um, and that's basically it. Now, to me, I'm a French learner. I would prioritize getting the word order right because that's what is going to affect your communication the most. Honestly, when you're speaking to someone, if you say nous nous sommes vus, they don't know whether you put an imaginary silent S on the end of that word in your head. They don't know. The S is silent, okay? These are silent letters. These are the types of mistakes that native French speakers make themselves all the time. However, the word order, that's important. Getting the helping verb right, that's the most important part of it. Okay. I do want to make sure everybody has a correct understanding of the grammar. I've explained it, there it is. But the priority should certainly be getting the right word order and getting and remembering to use être as your helping verb whenever you are describing reciprocal action. All right, I'll get you some practice sentences to go with that.